Hey everyone, this is Colton Locke, aka Funtivity Colton, here with another Singletracks gear review. Today we are taking a second look at the Pedaling Innovations Catalyst pedal. Back in June of 2016, we did a first impressions video about these pedals, and now we've got a few more rides under our belt and we've got a pretty good idea what they're all about. If you missed that video, I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out. Just a reminder for you, if you missed that initial video, the Catalyst pedals are the biggest pedal on the market. They're 128 millimeters long, 95 millimeters wide, and 16 millimeters thick. Now that 95 millimeters wide is pretty standard for flat pedals, but that 128 millimeters length is just massive. They're made out of 6061 aluminum and weigh in at 505 grams. Each pedal has 12 pins, 5 in the front, 2 3/4 of the way up, and 5 in the rear. In my first impressions video, I had stated that I had good grip on the pedals, but I would have liked some more aggressive pins. Well, I did a little bit more digging in the box, and lo and behold, I found a small baggie of replacement pins that were more aggressive than the stock pins that come on the pedals. After switching those out, I was really happy with how my 510 shoes gripped these pedals. James Wilson is the man behind the Catalyst pedal. You've probably heard of him before from MTB Strength Training Systems. He's got some pretty impressive science to back up how great these pedals are. One of those points is the weight. At 505 grams, the Catalyst pedal is considerably heavier than similar pedals. But weight savings are directly related to the efficiency that you gain. For example, with the Catalyst, the increased power and comfort far outweighs the few grams that you'll shed on a smaller pedal. Another perfect example of weight gain versus efficiency would be 29er tires. Although they're much heavier than 26 or 27.5 tires, the efficiency you gain on those far outweighs the weight. I'll personally take the 29er tires every day of the week, but that conversation we'll save for another day. One of the main points of the Catalyst pedal is your foot position. The idea is to move your foot back on the pedal. Instead of having the ball of your foot be the main contact point with the pedal, you move your foot back to a more mid-foot placement on the pedal. The idea behind that pedal placement is that you get more downward power on the pedal than slightly pushing forward. It better activates your hips, your glutes, and your hamstrings, and the power increase is quite significant. It takes a little while to get used to that pedal placement, but after a few rides, I definitely felt the increased power compared to a standard flat pedal. The last piece of science that James likes to point out is the comparison of flat pedals versus clipless pedals. The science shows that the energy spent on the upstroke and the power gained is less than if you were just to perform one powerful downward stroke on the pedal. Now, I definitely think Pedaling Innovations is onto something with the Catalyst pedal. I felt really comfortable and confident on that big platform and definitely felt an increase of power by moving my foot back on the pedal. For all of you that typically use flat pedals, I think you'll be really impressed by what the Catalyst has going on. I think if you give it a try, you'll definitely feel that that bigger platform makes your foot more comfortable and you get more power to the pedal. And for any of you that ride Clipless like I do, I think that the Catalyst is a phenomenal training tool. I think it's a great confidence booster, and I definitely toss them on when I'm doing any downhill or enduro style riding. I'll admit that the Catalyst didn't persuade me to permanently switch over to flat pedals. Come race day, being the racer boy I am, I'm gonna stick with my uber light shoes and cross-country clip-in pedals. I consistently had faster times, more PRs, and was less tired with clipless pedals than I was with flats, but that's just me. Everybody's different, but I think that is a big-time personal preference thing. You can call me a weight weenie if you like.
Weenie Hut Juniors? Are you saying I belong at Weenie Hut Juniors?
But this is just the style of riding I'm used to. It's the style of riding I like, and that makes it the fastest style for me. So thanks for hanging out and checking out the Catalyst pedal by Pedaling Innovations. Of course, head over to Singletracks.com for a whole bunch more great content, and follow me on Instagram and Strava at Funtivity Colton. If you're curious to read more about the science behind the Catalyst pedal, I'll put a link in the description to their website and you can read all about it. Be sure to click this link right up here to subscribe so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you guys on the trail.